Hello, and welcome back. Last time, which was a week ago, we got into fighting the various Benevodons.
Do we always have to fight? I mean, come on!
It can't be reasoned with. We gotta fight.
Right into a boss fight. Frost Gigas.
I'll cover you. You're mine! This? Save this one just for you! Or finish! Good eye!
You forced my hand.
I'm on it!
Force my hand.
Carry on from here.
No,
Appreciate it. Thanks! You're mine! Got it! You're mine! Good eye! I'm on it! Handle this? I'm on it! Let me get power!
Summon the spirits for a time.
You're mine! Out of my... My power! It's a mobile! Here, use this! You're mine! You're mine! Time to call him! How are you?
there we go. I was trying to figure out the controls while doing it because it's been a week.
Do all the alms have to deal with this thing on their pilgrimages? I doubt it. This whole trip is a little irregular.
Yep.
Champion of the goddess, enemy of my kin. Your truth from the past differs from what you find in the present. My hitherto eternal seal is broken. I would give my thanks.
That's very different from the one in Trials. The one in Trials looks like Krakow from Kirby.
Daelophos! Give me Hina's...
Wait, Val. Something's not right.
Overflowing with power! This is the strength I remember! With such energy at my command, I will take my revenge on the goddess!
Light is but a reflection of darkness. Shadows breed where light is strongest. Pray, where do you fall? I, Thelaphia, will be the judge.
But wait! We have so many questions!
Looks like our judgment. First,
Then we better survive this.
Go! Thunder!
Behold my power! Or finish!
He's gotta have a weak spot hiding under there somewhere.
Don't stop attack! Thanks! Take this! Abandon hope! Good eye! Behold! Abandon hope! Don't stop attacking! Abandon hope! You're mine! Irate! Whoa! That's slippery! Behold! Abandon hope!
Maybe we should pass judgment on him now. Yes. Shall we make that final call?
This is the end, Thelaphia! Abandon hope! Behold! Abandon hope!
Careful! She's gathering her power! How could it?
Whoa! That's slippery!
Flee not from the truth, all-encompassing glow! Flee not from the truth, all-encompassing glow!
Here, use this! Feeling? Behold! Abandon hope! Behold! Just try to run! Rumble!
There we go.
The elemental vessel is ready.
Summon the spirits to our side.
Oh,
You are not the goddess's
My-
chosen champion.
streamer bot's not open. That's
Nor
what's going on.
are you a hero of the people. Why then do you fight?
We want to make things better. Not because someone asked us to, but because we know that it's the right thing to do. Tell me, what made Daelophos change from a hero of legend into this? Do you know? The character in Daelophos and Cerulean had a mission. A reason to take up the sword again and fight. He was the goddess's chosen champion. And a hero of the people. What happened to him?
Light is a reflection of darkness. Utter devotion corrodes into vengeful resentment. You and he suffered the same pain.
The same pain? Hina.
I do not bestow known truths upon mortals. Fate sees to it that what must be revealed is shown in due time. But I shall bear witness to your truth to the end.
Look, the light elemental.
Heyo! It's me, Lumina! And may I say kudos for getting Celestia to see reason? Impressive!
Lumina! It's been forever and a day!
That you, Julie? Glad to see you! I'd like to say I'm doing well, but I'm getting deja vu seeing Daelophos in the state. Looks like nothing's changed since the last time he attacked the goddess.
Daelophos attacked her in that form? Why go to such lengths to hurt the goddess of mana?
We should warn her that her old buddy's back and looking for trouble, while we have the chance.
Do you think there's a way to seek an audience with the goddess when I take you all to the mana tree?
All this fuss and we still don't know why Daelophos is acting like this in the first place.
Suffering the same pain that I am.
That is what the Benevodon said.
Cerulean wasn't there when he got
it's
back.
gotta be a clue.
That's what's going on.
Something to do with what sparked his need for revenge. I could feel it the further we went into the temple. Daelophos is in agony.
The glaring light will obscure the boundaries of reality. Perhaps the boundaries of your minds were breached in some way.
All we've got are theories. What I know for sure is that Daelophos is tormented by something. But no matter what his reasons, we have to stop Daelophos before he upends the whole world. That's the only way to know what really happened, and have a chance to get Hina's core stone back.
Look at you! Facing challenges head on and finding the courage to go after the truth! You're lighting your own way! Okay, I've decided.
Fairy?
Solgard Val,
He's gonna be the Alm of Light.
seeker of answers and truth. By the grace of the goddess of mana, I name you the Alm of Light.
That's surprising.
Me? An Alm?
But Val's already got a job. Solgard.
Those aren't mutually exclusive. Liza was a Soul Guard once, and then became the Alm of Earth.
Seeker of truth. A suitable pseudonym. Val was willing to interrogate a Benevodon in order to better understand our quandary.
And Lumina does have a soft spot for you.
Of course I do!
Okay.
I guess he gets to go through the barrier now, too.
I, Val the Soul Guard, accept my new position as the Alm of Light.
Lucky for us all, I'm pretty sure a soul guard who is also an alm will have no problem convincing our guardian friend.
Convincing who?
Just wait, you'll see. Well, what are you waiting for? Go back to the town and let everyone know not to worry. They've got a new arm of light.
I did not
We
see
made it
that
back
one
to
coming.
Teratio. Aisha's probably in the front of the theater.
Oh?
Jackal pelt times 10. Oh, are those jackal pelts you have with you? You got these for me, you say? Thank you. I'm surprised you remembered. With this many pelts, I should have enough to make a brand new coat for my husband, and maybe even one for myself. Thanks again for your help. I put this aside for you, on the off chance you came back. I think you'll find it useful on your journey.
I'm one step closer to becoming a true soul guard.
Spirit Serum.
You've returned. I assume that means you've dealt with the Benevodon of Light?
Oh, enough about that! The sky has cleared, and so have our heads.
We remember the entire script for Daelophos and Cerulia. Now I'm sure that I can nail the part.
Out of courtesy, I refrained from asking anything about the final act until the alms returned. Might I inquire now?
Of course! Here it goes! Daelophos and Cerulia, final act. The hero comes to the end of his long journey.
With the power of the Mana Sword, Daelophos managed to subdue all 8 of the Benevodons, earning him the title of legendary hero by all those he had saved.
Knowing that such awesome power should not be left in the hands of mortals, Daelophos returned the sword to the goddess.
With the war ended and the Benevodon threat quelled, Daelophos found he had no more need to fight. His duty was complete.
He returned home to his beloved Cerulia to live out the rest of his days in peace and tranquility. The end.
But we know that's not true.
There. Now that that's settled, the show must go on. We have to find our Alm of Light, after all.
You'll see, Fairy. We'll put on a performance that knocks your wings off.
Wait, I, was actually named the Alm already. Sorry I didn't mention it.
What?
Yep. Everyone, meet your new Alm of Light, Val. It was back in Wendell after we beat the Benevodon.
A plot twist!
No one saw this coming.
Heyo! It's true. I made up my mind and Fairy already delivered the news.
Lumina?
But then, what about our show? If we don't need to perform in order to decide on the Alm, what will we tell our patrons? They're expecting a big reveal. It's all there in the playbill. How anticlimactic.
Oh, I get it now. The townsfolk look forward to this play every 4 years, like Windan and Longren. The performers take pride in summoning the fairy.
Oh, well, things just kind of worked out differently this time. Daelophos, not this guy, but the real one, forced my hand.
Troop leader, I have an idea that would make this the biggest show of our lives. A special performance.
Special how?
We add a 5th act featuring the Alm of Light. Then we have a scene where Val leaves for the Mana Tree. It'll connect the story of the past to current events.
You want me to act?
Not a speaking role, just a guest appearance. Maybe swing your sword around. Play up your alminess.
Do you want a part, Lumina? It is a once-in-a-4-year chance to give the people what they want.
My time has come! I've always wanted to be a star! I was made for the stage, baby!
It's a deal! The rest of the alms can sit in the reserved seating to watch the show.
Oh, wait a minute. I never agreed to any of this.
Thank you for your patience. Without further ado, Teratio presents Daelophos and Cerulia.
We've already heard all the spoken parts, so I suppose they're going to skip past that. It's funny, he's the Alm of Light, but he's equipped with the Vessel of Darkness. I suppose Fairy had a little time now that she's named all the alms.
Val, this was our best year yet! I'm honored that we could see you off on your journey to the Mana Tree in our own way.
And I think I speak for all of Lorimar when I say, we're counting on you. Stay safe.
Hello, I'm Dragon Rider Luke. I'm a Christian streamer, and I'm always up for a friendly chat about my faith. I also think that it's important that people read or hear the Word of God frequently, so the next 5 minutes or so will be a chapter from the Bible. Numbers 2. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "The Israelites are to camp around the tent of meeting some distance from it, each of them under their standard and holding the banners of their family. On the east, toward the sunrise, the divisions of the camp of Judah are to encamp under their standard. The leader of the people of Judah is Nahshon, son of Amminadab. His division numbers 74,600. The tribe of Issachar will camp next to them. The leader of the people of Issachar is Nethanel, son of Zuar. His division numbers 54,400. The tribe of Zebulun will be next. The leader of the tribe of Zebulun is Eliab, son of Helon. His division numbers 57,400. All the men assigned to the camp of Judah, according to their divisions, number 186,400. They will set out first. On the south will be the divisions of the camp of Reuben under their standard. The leader of the people of Reuben is Elazar, son of Shedeur. His division numbers 46,500. The tribe of Simeon will camp next to them. The leader of the people of Simeon is Shelumiel, son of Zurishaddai. His division numbers 59,300. The tribe of Gad will be next. The leader of the people of Gad is Eliasaph, son of Duel. His division numbers 45,650. All the men assigned to the camp of Reuben, according to their divisions, number 151,450. They will set out second. Then the tent of meeting and the camp of the Levites will set out in the middle of the camps. They will set out in the same order as they encamp, each in their own place under their standard. On the west will be the divisions of the camp of Ephraim under their standard. The leader of the people of Ephraim is Elishama, son of Ammihud. His division numbers 40,500. The tribe of Manasseh will be next to them. The leader of the people of Manasseh is Gamaliel, son of Pedazur. His division numbers 32,200. The tribe of Benjamin will be next. The leader of the people of Benjamin is Abidan, son of Gideoni. His division numbers 35,400. All the men assigned to the camp of Ephraim, according to their divisions, number 108,100. They will set out third. On the north will be the divisions of the camp of Dan under their standard. The leader of the people of Dan is Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai. His division numbers 62,700. The tribe of Asher will camp next to them. The leader of the people of Asher is Pagiel, son of Ochran. His division numbers 41,500. The tribe of Naphtali will be next. The leader of the people of Naphtali is Ahira, son of Enan. His division numbers 53,400. All the men assigned to the camp of Dan number 157,600. They will set out last, under their standards. These are the Israelites counted according to their families. All the men in the camps, by their divisions, number 603,550. The Levites, however, were not counted with the other Israelites, as the Lord commanded Moses. So the Israelites did everything the Lord commanded Moses. That is the way they encamped under their standards, and that is the way they set out, each of them with their clan and family. May God bless the reading of His Word.
Oh,
We're all in
such
this
a
together.
thrilling theatrical.
Complete Chapter 5.
I have never been more moved by a melodrama.
Fairy attends this performance for every pilgrimage, huh? She really steals the show.
Now then, all the alms are accounted for. Shall we be off to the Tree of Mana? As for myself, I have said my goodbyes to my colleagues in Lagrazzo. I am prepared to fulfill my duty.
I think it's
About
going to
that,
go a little different.
before we sacrifice anything, we have to ask for an audience with the Mana Goddess. She's gotta know some way to stop Daelophos.
Yep.
Ah, yes. You cannot leave Daelophos unchecked. May I ask what makes you think the goddess can assist?
Daelophos seeks revenge, and his target is the Mana Goddess. She's in grave danger.
Plus, he's looking pretty bizarre these days now that his power is returning. There you have it. First and foremost, we have to talk to the goddess.
If that is the consensus of the group, I have no objection, though I find your lack of enthusiasm curious.
Enthusiasm?
Why am I not surprised? You do realize that no person has been simultaneously chosen as both the Soul Guard and Alm of Light in all recorded history, do you not? And yet, you continue on as though you're unfazed by this unprecedented phenomenon. Val, may I request an interview so that I might write down your thoughts for posterity?
Maybe later. Yeah? I know that being named an Alm is rare under any circumstances, but I'm still just me. I don't feel any different. All that's changed is the goal at the end of my journey. What I know in my heart needs to be done.
It also
With Daelophos
changes
still
that
out
he can
there,
actually get
this
there.
pilgrimage will be the hardest that any Alm has had to deal with, probably ever. But I'm still here, and I'm still your Soul Guard. And I won't let anything happen to any of you.
Of course.
Understood.
Protector to the last, I see. Your resolve is evident in both word and action. Admirable.
I'm rooting for you all! Go get 'em!
Off to the sanctuary to meet with the Goddess of Mana at last.
Hello, I do believe you were the one appointed to be the Alm of Light. In that case, I'm sure you can help me out of this predicament. Have you heard of a monster called a Blustergas? They're a rather troublesome bunch. They float into town and freeze the ground, all in the name of causing as much mischief as they can. You see all these poor people slipping around and taking tumbles. We need to drive the Blustergases out somehow, but they're just clouds. Weapons barely even leave a mark. But this shouldn't pose a problem to you, the Alm of Light. Forgive me for being so forward, but please go to Wendell and get rid of those obnoxious Blustergases.
Oh!
Excuse me, you are the Alm of Light, correct? This should mean he's capable of fighting off a couple of monsters and finding it for me. Oh, I beg your pardon. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ruka, and I'm an actress from Teratio. I actually wanted to ask a favor of you, if you don't mind. You see, I was looking for somewhere to rehearse my lines for an upcoming play, but the only quiet place I could find was the temple. So I snuck in and began to warm up with some enunciation drills, but I startled a pack of jackals in the process, and they started chasing after me. I ran out of the temple in a panic, but it was only later that I realized I'd lost one of my earrings. It must have fallen out while I was making that mad dash for the exit, but I'm too scared to go back to Wendell and look for it. So that's why I wanted to ask you if you could go to the Temple of Wendell for me, and see if you can find my lost earring. There's a chance those jackals took it deep into the temple with them. They can be vindictive like that. If it makes any difference, my grandmother gave me the earrings before she passed away. I cherish them more than anything. Please, I have no one else to turn to.
I'm not getting away!
Okay.
There's a fancy-looking earring on the ground. Oh, hello again. Did you find my earring? Single earring. You did! Oh, but it's been damaged slightly. Not that it's your fault. Thank you for finding it. I'm so relieved to have my earring back. I know it's not much, but please, take this. I'll be sure to choose my practice spots with more care in the future. Oh, Nana, I'm so sorry.
I'm one step closer to becoming a true soul guard.
Boost silence. Well done! I imagine those bluster gases won't be bothering us any longer. I must say, though, if you ignore their mischievous side, bluster gases are rather adorable. Oh, pay me no mind. Thank you for your assistance in this matter. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation.
Helping out people in need can be so rewarding.
We're skipping
I
through that
wish
area
we'd been
because
able
I've
to
already
thank
done
Trent
it,
for his help earlier.
He probably saved our bark back there. Goodbye, Convoy. Hello, Calamity.
I was so desperate to get Hina's core stone, I almost lost myself. We owe him.
Who knows? We might get another chance to show our appreciation to Trent.
Oh, hello, it's Trent.
Alms, I see you have returned.
Phew! You had me worried, Trent. Thanks for the help with Daelophos earlier.
Your thanks is unnecessary. As the overseer of the sanctuary, I could not sit idly by and allow harm to come to the Alms in the midst of their pilgrimage.
Trent? As in the Sentry of the Sanctuary? Watcher of the Alms' Passage? He is much larger than recorded in the texts I've read on the subject. Could I perhaps...
Not now, Aish. Focus.
As for you, Soul Guard Val, here is where the escort's journey ends. I have bidden farewell to many a Soul Guard in my time here as the Overseer. However, you have been appointed as an Alm in your own right. You may proceed onward to the Mana Tree with the rest of the Alms.
Thank you. I am honored to fulfill my duty as the Alm of Light. But before that, I want to talk to the Mana Goddess.
Curious. I would inquire as to what you have seen and heard on your travels that would prompt such a request. Please enlighten me.
We know that Daelophos is planning to take his revenge on the Mana Goddess, but we don't know why.
He's going around reviving benevolence to stir up trouble. Sure, we defeated 3 of them already, but that's not the point.
The point is that Daelophos is regaining strength, and now he looks really weird and really menacing. We can't let him keep going like this.
Before long, he will arrive to assault the sanctuary. We seek a way to stop his progress, but we need the goddess's guidance.
You plan to stop Daelophos yourselves? Yet again, you surprise me.
We feel partially responsible for his resurrection and sudden rise to power. Plus, he still has Hina's core stone. I have to fix this before I can give my soul to the cause. Please understand.
Your plight is noted. It is not my wish to place any undue burdens on the Alms, nor on the goddess of mana herself. But I believe I am coming to understand what the elemental spirits saw in you when making their choices. There is change brewing in Kidiel. Steel yourselves, alms. You may enter the sanctuary with my blessing. Prepare your minds and hearts for when your souls will be necessary, and for what purpose you have been called.
Ominous words, my friend. We'll stop by after we hash things out with the Mana Goddess. How about you wish us luck on our way?
Very well. Until we meet again, alms, take care and keep a weather eye out on the road ahead.
Thanks. We'll try. Now it's off to see the Mana Goddess.
The Sanctuary of Mana.
Karina, wait!
Oh!
That's gotta be the Tree of Mana.
Wow!
It's beautiful. Almost familiar in a way.
Familiar. Yes. It makes sense that you feel that way.
The fairy.
Dropping those eaves as always, I see. Life begins with the Mana Tree. And when your time in this realm is over, your soul returns here to continue the cycle of rebirth.
Oh, then the Mana Tree oversees not just the alms, but all creatures. It's where all souls end up.
When the world was still Fadiel, the Mana Tree was in the spirit realm, right?
Yes. If Kidiel had not been created, you would never have had the opportunity to see the Mana Tree.
Incredible. If only I could tell everyone back home what a stunning sight this all is.
We've wasted enough time looking. It's time to get some answers.
How might one find the goddess in order to seek an audience?
Follow the path and it will lead you to her. Be sure to stay on the path, though.
Sanctuary of Mana.
But that's...
Monsters? Here?
We never had monster infestations before. There goes the neighborhood.
The barrier around the Mana Sanctuary is meant to be impenetrable. However, I happen to have several hypotheses over the origins of these sanctuary monsters. Some species might have been trapped inside of the barrier at the time of its fabrication. Or perhaps specific species are able to puncture...
Oh my, Master Aish is muttering to himself yet again.
Let him talk. Maybe he'll bore the monsters to death.
We should get going, but be careful, everyone.
I didn't account for monsters once we were in the sanctuary. What could be the cause?
Leave the hypotheses to Aish, Morley. We got bigger fish to fry.
Finally, a lucky break. Now that I'm an Alm, I can protect you all the whole way.
I ever saw one.
Huh? The path stops here.
Then how do we get to the mana goddess?
Fairy could well have indicated the wrong route through the sanctuary. Her directions were vague at best.
Do not doubt that you are on the correct path.
What?
It's Vidi's, the White Dragon Princess. Golly, what are you doing here?
You, your companions, and even I must face whatever future lies ahead of us, come what may.
Don't worry. Vidi's is like Trent, an emissary of the goddess.
Can you tell us how to continue on the path ahead?
I am the keeper of the future. How you choose to proceed depends on the answers you provide. There are many roads you may take, each with their own consequences. Do you understand?
I think so. We have a choice to complete the pilgrimage, or not. But that decision is why we've come to the goddess. Please, let us speak to her and ask for her wisdom.
After learning the truth, how will you feel? Will you accept it?
The truth?
Have you the strength to face the truth of this world? I do not know the depth of your conviction, what resides within your heart. Make me understand your intent. Your hearts will lead you along the path you seek.
She wants actions, not words, then.
We must convince her of our conviction. You won't want to miss a moment of this, Vidi's.
Shake sight!
Gratitude!
Should I enjoy the Luna Globe here?
Got it!
When tilling the lands to bear fruit, one must bear in mind the myriad disasters they will face. Extinguish the bane that threatens to incinerate all.
Wait, what? Give me a minute.
Test your might. That is incorrect.
Oh no! That was wrong?
Take this! Disaster befall you!
You're mine!
Behold your next trial.
Bring it on. I'm ready for anything.
As many rounds as it takes.
Though mortals yearn for the future, they are hindered by the shackles of their past. Expel the knowledge that leads mortals astray.
This one's a toughie. What should we do?
Think carefully. Let it die.
Alright! Got it! Shake sight!
Prepare for your first trial.
No one? Then we go all out!
Ain't over till it's over, Vidi's.
As Alm of Light, surely you can decipher the truth from that which is false. Discern your truth, and yours alone.
Val knows the answer? How?
I went back to the same spot it started at.
My gratitude!
That is correct.
Alright! Got it! You think you can handle this? No holding back!
Oh, that's a boss. Okay.
Now it is clear to me. Those strong enough to break free of their fate. Long have we prayed for pilgrims such as yourselves. You may be the heroes that the goddess of mana has needed all along.
They were waiting for an Alm convoy like this.
Go forth and create your own future.
That's what they were waiting for.
Thank you, Vidiz!
Never did I consider the possibility that I would be in the presence of the White Dragon Princess. I attempted to note down every little, but ended up too absorbed by the fight to offer assistance.
Thanks for that. At least you were entertained. Come on, we're nearly to the mana tree.
I must calm my mind and steel myself to meet with a goddess.
They were waiting for our Alm convoy to be strong enough to do this.
Aha! Nice to see that this place hasn't changed. No monsters either. Looks just like it did back in Fadiel times. You have had a long journey, but the mana tree is just ahead.
A long and laborious journey indeed.
The Alm's final destination.
And yet, we aren't here to offer our souls like those that came before us. We need to meet with the goddess.
The Tree of Mana.
Coda, the Alms have arrived.
Coda? Huh?
I am the guardian of this sanctuary.
There are humans living within the barrier? That's news
He looks
to me.
just like
Living?
Val.
No. I am but a strong will given form. Consider me like one of the spirits. To put it in terms you may understand, I am the first in the long legacy of soul guards. You passed Vidiz's trial admirably, Val. I should not be surprised given that you are of my own bloodline.
What?
You're my ancestor?
If we assume that long ago, people from Tiania were chosen to stand guard over the mana goddess, and that practice has held over to this very day. Aha! Then he is the origin of the Soul Guard tradition.
My mission remains unchanged since I first accepted it. Protect the goddess of mana.
Do you know where we can find her, Guardian Coda? We need to speak with the goddess as soon as possible.
You may refer to me as simply Coda. Trent and Vidiz have relayed your current plight to me. Come. I will take you to the mana goddess.
One of my ancestors is here? In the sanctuary? Well, I can't keep him or the mana goddess waiting. Time to go.
I get the feeling that the tree is the mana goddess.
I see.
Coda is quite a curious creation to have come across. There may be things he is hiding from us. Yeah, considering his name is Coda, as in, like, the end of a piece of music. I can't remember how long it's been since I saw the goddess in the flesh. Well, maybe not flesh, but you know.
Curious.
This is the very first sighting of the Guardian of the Sanctuary. Will there be an opportunity to record this for future generations, I wonder? This is where generations of alms before us have given up their souls to rejuvenate the cycle of mana.
Yeah!
Am I really ready to talk to a goddess?
Goddess of Mana. I'm Val, and these are my friends. We've come here to ask for a moment of your time, before we offer our souls. Daelophos has broken free of his seal, and is going around the world setting the Benevodons loose.
His only goal is to get his revenge on you, Goddess. You have to do something!
We have so many questions to ask. About Daelophos and core stones, and my strange ability. All of it.
Goddess? I promise we're telling the truth. Please listen to us.
We fully intend to sacrifice our souls when the time comes. But first, we have to protect the world from this danger.
She cannot hear you. The goddess of mana is unreachable in her slumber. She has not once awakened since she first fell into this long, long sleep.
Not a single source I have read has ever referenced that the goddess was in this state.
Only the Alms would know.
No one has ever been allowed this deep within the sanctuary. Her condition is not known to any others.
But Daelophos is breathing down our necks. The goddess was our last hope.
Coda? How did she end up like this?
Vidiz believes that you can be trusted to make your own decisions. So, I will tell you. Tell you how this all came to be. The truth behind this world.
What could have happened to the goddess? Coda should have some answers at least.
Let's hear what Coda has to say. Then we can decide what we want to do with that information.
My.
The truth of this world. Whatever could that be? I must know. The goddess has been asleep this whole time? How come I didn't know any of this? Goddess? Coda has kept the Mana Goddess first and foremost in his thoughts.
Fadiel, the world as it was once known in the distant past, was made up of 5 realms. The spirit realm, the mortal realm, the mystic realm, the ethereal realm, and the arboreal realm. Mana power once flowed freely through these places, and Fadiel knew only peace and prosperity. Until one day, mortals, in their greed, sought to use that power for warfare. The flow of mana was disrupted, and the 5 realms became perilously unbalanced. The mortal realm consumed an enormous amount of mana, plunging the mystic realm, home to the Benevodons, into disarray. The divide between the realms weakened to the point that all worlds merged into one. When the mana dried up, the monsters unleashed their wrath.
The discord that had driven people to degrade the powers of mana ended, and their battle against the Benevodons began.
The goddess wished to save the mortals from suffering at the hands of the Benevodons. So she asked Fairy, her emissary, to find Daelophos, name him her champion, and bequeath unto him the Mana Sword. And as promised, he successfully subdued all 8 Benevodons. However, he refused to return the Mana Sword, and instead swore revenge against the goddess, after the death of Cerulia.
Yeah, saw that one.
Is that what changed Daelophos so drastically?
He lost the person most dear to him.
Sounds like Daelophos couldn't come to terms with her passing.
Indeed, Daelophos saw no reason to care about a world bereft of the one he loved. So he turned against the mana goddess. She ended up using all her strength to preserve a corrupted world. With her power exhausted, the goddess then fell into a deep sleep. It was up to the guardian of the sanctuary, namely me, to stand against Daelophos with the help of the elementals. But it was not enough. We struck each other at the same time, resulting in his stone imprisonment and my destruction. Only my will survived. If only I had been stronger.
So, Coda, Daelophos, and I all carry the same pain within us.
So you're the one responsible for that boulder by the entrance, huh, Coda?
Yes, though he managed to break free regardless. With the help of the elementals, I was able to divide Daelophos' terrible power and seal it away with the Benevodons scattered across the land. But I underestimated the strength of his hatred. His power was steeped in animosity, which bled into the surrounding lands, creating horrible disasters in its wake. Eruptions will scorch the earth with fire from every fissure. The wind will rage and the winged fall flightless. Pure waters will run foul and disease spread. Soil that once brought life turns all to dust and stone. Verdant lands will wither away and seeds will cease to sprout. The glaring light will obscure the boundaries of reality. Darkness will deepen, breeding monsters in its wake. The moon's hold over time will splinter, depriving all beings of logic. What people refer to as prophesied disasters are actually the curse of Daelophos' power upon the land.
Then, the source of these disasters was never the Benevodons at all. It was a curse, brought about by a single man's folly, from the very start.
Strong emotions revitalize mana power. In addition, Daelophos had access to the energy from the mana sword itself. The elementals tried to stop Daelophos' curse from running rampant. Their powers suppressed the worst effects from taking hold. But with the 5 realms now combined, the flow of mana slowed to a trickle. Elementals couldn't maintain that balance indefinitely. And so, without anything to check its dangerous powers, the effects of the curse spread throughout the entire world. Tortured by the curse of Daelophos, mortals turned to the goddess for help and offered up sacrifices. Alms. Alms would travel to the mana tree and freely give up their souls, their life force, to the sleeping goddess. As I mentioned, strong emotions bring about mana power. With the souls from faithful alms, the flow of mana was rejuvenated, for a time. Powers restored, the elementals could once again suppress the effects of the curse. But after 4 years, their stores of mana would once again run dry.
That's why the alms have to go to the mana tree to stop disaster from befalling our villages.
At the end of their pilgrimage, I would change the alms into core stones to give to the goddess.
Core stones? Wait, you can...
Yes, Val. Your ability was passed down through my bloodline. Originally, it was used to return monsters to the flow of mana. Reintroducing life into the flow of mana was how Faudiel maintained balance.
So then, what I did to Hina...
Oh, Val.
Sooner or later, that fate was waiting for her in the end.
Yes, as it waits for all alms who come to the mana tree. Your souls will be given to the goddess to protect the cycle of mana, including the soul of the Alm of Earth that you possess.
Liza's?
This is all we can do until the mana goddess reawakens.
What's that?
The barrier is under siege.
Whoa, what is going on? It's probably the Benevodons. Looks like they're trying to break through.
This is Daelophos' doing.
Yeah, not Benevolence. Oh, the Benevolence is coming. Okay. Those look a lot more menacing than the ones in Trials of Mana.
What'll happen to the sanctuary?
There is no need for alarm. Benevodons hold great power. Not as great as the sanctuary itself.
Yeah, we only fought 3 of the 8.
They're retreating.
Oh. Good.
There is no sign of the man himself. Perhaps Daelophos intended this attack to serve as a diversion?
Daelophos and the Benevodons are still a threat to us all, just like in the past.
Things aren't looking so good for the world if these monsters run free.
If the goddess is unable to grant us aid, we must muster our own forces. It is our chance to fix the future.
Our loved ones need protection. I'll do it alone if I have to.
We've already defeated 3 of these things. The remaining 5 will be a piece of cake.
I won't say that, but...
Coda, we need time. I promise we will offer up our souls, but we have to take care of the world first. We will stop the rest of the Benevodons and Daelophos before he hurts anyone else.
I do not have the power to stop you either way. Do what you feel is right. The decision to fight should be left to the living. It is your duty, as protecting the sanctuary is mine. I believe your group of alms has untold potential to rejuvenate the flow of mana. And more.
More what?
It is not important. What matters is that as long as Daelophos has the mana sword, he will continue his assault on the sanctuary, and the goddess kept safe within.
Then, we'll just have to reclaim the sword ourselves. It's the only way to keep disaster at bay.
Returning the sword to its rightful place wouldn't hurt either.
You should keep the core stone of the Alm of Earth. Abiding by the will of the alms is important, after all.
Coda is putting a lot of faith in you. I think you'll be able to handle the road ahead as well.
Vidiz has also acknowledged their worthiness. It is time that I trusted in people once more. Though I cannot lend you my own power, I can at least release that of this little one.
Hey, we finished chapter 6. Hey, we got our Flammy.
Was that you? What happened to you?
I do believe this is the sacred beast Flammy. Ramco must have been Flammy the entire time. Flammy has made many documented visits to our world, but I never dreamed I would be in her presence.
Oh, I get it. Ramco was just another form of Flammy to begin with.
Her wings are the fastest way to convey you to the Benevodons. Make haste, Alms.
Should I get the flammy drum too? Sacred Beast, fly on Flammy for the first time.
Flammy can take you anywhere in the world you want to go.
Ramco, you got so big. Big and strong enough to carry all of us. All the little ones grow up so fast.
Remember that Flammy's power can only fly you around for so long. She'll revert back to her cub form when you land. Just use the Flammy drum to summon her whenever you need to fly.
Obtain the Flammy drum!
Whoa! Now then, what's your plan of action?
If I may, would you be so kind as to return me to Lagrazzo?
She says it would be her pleasure.
Then, to Lagrazzo we go.
Now then, with Ramco's permission, shall we be off to Lagrazzo?
There's probably something in those archives.
Ramco must really like the sound of that drum, huh?
We'll be relying on her a lot from now on.
Thanks for all the help, Ramco. You're the best.
Okay.
An excellent landing, young Ramco. Brava! Now then, I will begin the process of compiling what I observed within the sanctuary for analysis.
You're not going to help us with the Benevodons?
It's okay, he's not a fighter anyway.
Grieves me to say it, but I must decline. Though please keep in mind that I want a full report on your exploits. I will add it to my account of this historic situation we find ourselves in.
I suppose he is the best suited.
It's okay that you want to analyze your data, but please don't let the information that Coda entrusted you with turn into gossip.
Of course. Not to worry. I take great pains to compile my notes in secrecy.
If it isn't the head curator and the rest of the alms, you're safe! Oh, we were worried when we heard the Benevodons were attacking the Mana Tree.
I am as well as can be expected, thanks to the Mana Goddess's barrier. Word of the Benevodons' revival has spread, I see. Have you determined where the monsters have appeared, perchance?
Reports indicate that disaster is spreading to the lands that house the Benevodons. Besseroth, Benevodon of Wind, has been spotted in the Vale of Longrin. And Tormarni, Benevodon of the Moon, near Aetern. Gandum, Benevodon of Water, was seen outside of Illistana. While the Benevodon of Wood, Florit, is stalking Vertius Burrow as we speak. Scribes have already been sent afield to collect what information they can.
Curious. The Benevodon of Fire has not been accounted for. Is there no word of Volkibel?
No reports out of the Tiania area as of yet. Our theory is that the Fire Benevodon still slumbers.
Sure didn't look like it did.
I see. I suppose that is good news. It seems you all have 4 Benevodons to take care of at present.
I can feel it. The flow of mana power in each area has changed. You could start in any location, but time is of the essence.
My word! An emissary of the goddess! What a singular wing shape! Would you mind if I sketched it?
I'm afraid I'm in a hurry.
We should get going too. Good luck, Aish.
Farewell. We will meet again soon, I'm sure.
Let's focus on the 4 monsters we know of. So, Val, what'll it be?
Leave it to me. We can head out now.
I know it immediately sent me back to the sky, but I have a couple of quests I want to grab. I'm coming to the final stages of making some clothes, but I don't have enough dye left to finish everything. I need a dye that produces a deep midnight blue color, but where am I going to find some on such short notice? Wait a moment. I recall reading somewhere that a pigment can be extracted from dark batmo hide. I might be able to make the dye myself. I hate to trouble you like this, but if you find any dark batmo hides on your travels, is there any chance you could keep hold of them for me? Dying wishes. Are you aware of the strange behavior of some monsters display? It doesn't happen often, but lost monsters are known to stray into town on occasion. Rare though it may be, I've been thinking of ways to ward off these evil creatures. I read in a book that the eyes of an imp and the horns of a chest knight out on your front door will keep monsters at bay. I'd like to put that claim to the test. So if you find some imp eyeballs and spiral chest knight horns, could you bring them to me? I see you've brought me some dark batmo hides. Now I only need to boil these in water to draw out the pigment and make the dye. I'm sure it'll be the exact shade of blue I'm looking for. Thank you for your help. I'd like you to have this. I hope it's ample compensation.
I'm one step closer to becoming a true soul guard.
Scorch.
Oh!
Imp eyeball. And spiral chest knight horn. I see you've brought me the eyes and horns I asked for. Fantastic. These are rather unsightly objects, wouldn't you say? Forget monsters, these would repel even my closest friends and family. But I suppose it's a small price to pay for peace of mind. Thank you, young man. I apologize for the trouble. Time to see if these grotesque things really do work.
That was a great new experience.
You're headed toward Lohengrin, I see. Be careful. I can sense Besseroth's presence near the Veil of Wind.
Not quite the homecoming I pictured. I mean, I didn't picture coming home at all. Is everyone okay?
No matter what, you should be proud of what you've accomplished, Karina. Isn't that right, Ramco?
Head to Lohengrin.
What's up with this wind?
Whoa! Veil of Wind? More like Veil of Hurricanes. You live like this, Karina?
Are you kidding? No one lives like this. A Benevodon is behind this gale. I'd bet lucre on it.
Speaking of which, where is it?
Fairy! Hey! Fairy!
Nothing. Nary a peep from Fairy. She may have been blown off course before she arrived.
Well, we should probably check with the chief anyway. Out of everyone in town, he's most likely to have an idea of what's going on in the Vale.
The chief is sure to know what's going on in Lohengrin.
Oh, hey there. How are you? Why the long face, you ask? Well, how should I put this? Do you remember that letter I asked you to find for me? I still haven't given it to her yet. I know, don't give me that look. Every day I tell myself, tomorrow's the day, I'll go and give it to her tomorrow. But every time I reach the outskirts of town, I get cold feet. I just can't take that final step, you know? Listen, I hate to ask you for another favor, but do you think you can go hand over the letter for me? Keshi's letter. Her name's Chica, and she lives in Rada Harbor. I'd go on my own, but I just don't have it in me. Could you do it for me, please?
Look! A cactus!
Found you, little cactus. I couldn't find a good hiding spot. You found me. Where to next? Huh. Looks like you dropped something.
Uh-huh.
Here in Lohengrin, we have an ancient legend about a monster called Grave Picus, also known as Death's Portent. The rhyme goes like this: from its pointed beak does Death's Portent sing, touch not its plumes, for demise they will bring. Grave Picus is believed to roost somewhere in an airy passage. No one's ever actually seen the creature, mind you. Maybe you'd like to be the ones who do?
What is the meaning of this, Karina?
Hello to you too.
Why would the Alms and Soul God return here to the Vale? You should be en route to the Mana Tree. The wind howls unabated. Is this not because you have failed to do your part and complete your duty as the Alms?
No, you got it all wrong. The storm is because of the Benevodon of Wind. That's why we left the sanctuary in the first place, to defeat those monsters.
All this time, I assumed this was just the manifestation of the prophecy of disaster.
Tell us where Besseroth is, please.
The Wind Sanctum. But you must not venture there again, Karina. Shiryu has already tried. We have not heard from him since. I will not lose more people to that terrible place.
I think we're
Shiryu disappeared? Why didn't you go after him?
I think we're a little better equipped than
The path
Shiryu.
into the Wind Sanctum has been blocked by a large boulder. We have tried everything to make it budge, but it's no use. There is nothing more you can do, Alms. I suggest you return to the Mana Tree and fulfill your duty.
I told you, defeating the Benevodons is part of our duty now. We're here to save the Vale, you stubborn dummy. What's not clicking?
Karina, it would be unwise to anger the Benevodon further.
Well, now that I know where the Benevodon is, we're finished here. I've got nothing more to say to you, Chief. Time to hit the road, everybody. Let's go save Shiryu from whatever trouble he's in at the Sanctum.
Karina and the Chief are at each other's throats as usual. She wanted to check out the Wind Sanctum. I should catch up with her.
I'm a meat lover, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. In fact, meat is pretty much all I eat, and the more fat, the better. But when I went for my last checkup, the doctor didn't seem too impressed. She said I was seriously damaging my health. But instead of swapping meat for vegetables entirely and making myself sick, I have had a better idea. Just eat healthier meat. I learned from a book that breast meat is the best meat, so that's what I've decided to eat from now on. Apparently, pricklebeak meat is not only the leanest you can find, but also pretty delicious too. If you happen upon a pricklebeak during your travels, make sure you remember my face and bring me some of its meat. Got it? Meat and no veg.
Look at the size of that boulder. No wonder no one has been able to get into the Wind Sanctum.
Besseroth's doing, to be sure. I believe it's meant to be a warning.
Oh, there you are, Fairy.
Flying in this weather has been difficult. Anyway, what are you going to do about the boulder?
I don't see what the big deal is. Flamey can take us over it in no time. Isn't that right? Don't worry. You've got this, Ramco. Now transform! Ramco, what's wrong? Are you sick? Does your tummy hurt? Are you scared of turning into Flammy? What? You mean you don't want to go back to the Wind Sanctum?
Wait a minute. Isn't that where Ramco used to live?
Yeah.
Long time ago, yeah. I went to the Sanctum once when I was training as an oracle. I tried to protect Ramco from a sudden violent gust of wind, but I got hurt. That's how I lost one of my wings, actually. Ramco never showed any interest in returning home after she brought me back to Lohengrin. Maybe she wanted to forget all about the incident, but the longer we wait, the more I worry about Shiryu.
Wounds of the body heal faster than wounds of the heart. We should look for another way in.
Yeah. Best not to push her too much. In that case,
do we attempt to ascend?
Something tells me the people of the Vale would rather we got rid of the rock.
But they mentioned they've been unsuccessful so far.
What about no?
I've got it! We gather the whole village together and push. Huh? It's a big town. Bigger than Verdius, at least. And we can help too. I think we have a shot is all.
Everyone might have given up on moving this thing before they even got started. No one knew that it was a Benevodon's doing, after all. It's worth a shot. I'll go back to the Vale and talk to the villagers and see if anybody will lend us a hand.
When I first met you, nothing could make you lift a finger for the Vale.
True, but surely you noticed that I've since matured into a lovely, responsible alm. Y'all wait here.
Don't cause any trouble on the way.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Morley. I'll be back before you can say Sylphid. You stay here too, Ramco. I'll make the people of the Vale see reason somehow, so don't you worry. I'll visit the chief, and I should talk to Mom and Dad. I guess I better get the other oracles on my side too. The rest of the Vale is sure to join us then. Okay, Karina. Just explain the plan, and they'll see reason. Hey, Dad. Mom.
Karina! How are you, honey? How's Ramco?
That's the spirit. You're shaping up to be quite Alm-like. You know, reliable and confident.
Now that you mention it, what's the Elm of Wind doing here instead of the Mana Tree?
Don't tell me you've abandoned your sacred duty, Karina.
No. I'm still on the pilgrimage, believe you me. We're just taking care of other urgent business at the moment.
Like what, young lady?
Like defeating the Benevodon rampaging in the Wind Sanctum? That's why I'm here. I need help with the boulder blocking the way.
That does sound urgent, but what can we do? Nothing, that's what.
That boulder isn't going anywhere. And even if we could move it, what then? You run off into the jaws of danger to fight a Benevodon?
Yes.
Honey, you could get hurt. You were appointed the Alm. You can't be so reckless anymore.
It's okay, she's on the active party.
You still have no faith in me. You think I'd lose against the Benevodon? Or that I'd run away from my duty?
See what you did? You accused her of running away.
What was I supposed to think? Alms don't just visit home after they leave on the pilgrimage.
I know, but if you weren't trying to shift the blame, then...
Stop fighting! It's like all you ever do is argue with each other and lose your temper and scold me.
Our tempers? Look who's talking, Missy. Everything that comes out of your mouth is either a whine or a complaint.
Oh, don't start, you two.
You know what? Fine, forget I even asked. If you're not gonna help me, then I'm not gonna waste my breath begging.
Karina!
Oh no.
It's like looking in a mirror.
Not again. I keep messing this up. I forgot how quickly we get into arguments in this household. I should leave them be until we've all cooled down a bit. Knowing those two, they'll bicker for hours. Better move on to someone else for now. When will I learn? I should just say what I came to say and be done with it.
What is it? Were you not finished with all you had to say to me?
I'm back because there's one more thing to say. We took a look at the boulder, and we think we have a plan. But we need the whole village to work with us to move it.
Karina, I realize you are trying to help, but what do you think a few additional hands will accomplish? Besides, Besseroth placed that rock there for a reason, and far be it from us to anger the Benevodon by ruining its inscrutable plans.
But that's...
Know that it is my responsibility to keep the people safe. I cannot ask them to court danger by helping you defy a Benevodon.
How exactly do you think this is gonna end up for you, huh? You think everyone is safer keeping their heads down and pretend like that monster doesn't exist?
According to legend, dragonfolk once soared through the air until the Benevodon of Wind took away our flight. Wings useless, our tribe was forced to live upon the ground. Whether this is fact or fiction, we dare not bring Besseroth's anger down upon us again.
That's an old fairy tale that I know you heard from Shiryu. And speaking of Shiryu, you can't even be bothered to go looking for him in the Wind Sanctum!
I cannot allow you to come to harm, even for the sake of another of our tribe. The alms are too precious to send on a fool's errand.
So you're sacrificing Shiryu because you're scared? The same reason you're just letting the Veil get pummeled like this.
We can but trust in the winds of fate to spare us, Karina.
Ugh! You're a terrible chief if you're willing to put people in danger just to keep the status quo! Coward!
How dare you speak to your elders this way?
He's not wrong.
Well, now I've gone and done it. I was supposed to convince the chief, not yell at him. I know the chief has his reasons, even if they're stupid ones. I get why he doesn't want to risk endangering the villagers. I get it, but...
That reminds me of
I
the
just can't help
poem
getting mad when I get talked down to like that.
that we got from Coda. I imagine the phrase of the winged fall flightless refers to that, and that's not from the Benevodon, that's from Daelophos.
Hey, it's been a while.
Karina!
How's the wind dying going? Remember, you've only got 4 years to master it before the fairies do.
Give us a break. We're trying, but we can't exactly practice with all these gale winds raging through the Veil.
No, you're right. I'm sorry for teasing you.
So, you're back in Longrin. What about finishing the pilgrimage?
About that, I have a request. The path into the Wind Sanctum is blocked, and I mean to do something about it.
There's no way! People already tried to do something about the boulder and nothing worked. That rock just does not want to give way.
That's why we have to get everyone to help at the same time. Once we move it, I can enter the Sanctum and defeat the Benevodon.
You want to go into the Wind Sanctum again? But Karina, you might get hurt. And then what'll we do?
That's all
What do you think
anyone
Val
ever
is there
says to
for?
me. Do you want this windstorm to last forever? You'll never be able to do the dying again.
Oh, so now you're worried about the wind dying. You couldn't care less before you started your journey. We asked you to help summon the fairy and you refused. She only came once you finally relented. Thank the spirits. And here you are, asking for favors from the very people you left out to dry. You want the boulder gone? Do it yourself!
Excuses, excuses. When did you get so hard-headed, Nagi? You know what? I think I will go move that rock. And once I do, that'll teach you to doubt me. Okay, that was definitely my fault. Before I was named the Alm, Shiryu and Ramco were the only ones who had my back. Of course I didn't feel like helping the rest of the Veil. But it's too late to apologize for that now. I could explain myself until I'm blue in the face, and it won't change what I did. Come on, Karina. Great. That was our last ray of hope. I don't think anyone will give me a different answer. I'm just fighting against the air current at that point. Well, there's no use waiting around here. Better go back and deliver the news to Val and the others. Now I get to go tell everyone how I couldn't convince a single person to help. I'm sorry, everyone. It didn't work.
It's not your fault, Karina.
No, it is. I left Longrin on such a sour note before. My own mistrust of people came back to get me. I didn't place my faith in them, so why should they place any in me? In fact, the original reason I wanted to become an Alm was to get out of the Veil and see the world. my motives weren't pure at all. Maybe that confidence in my affinity to the wind element was really just me overcompensating for how little the villagers believed in me. I don't know.
Karina.
I wasn't the alm that Longren needed. I wasn't committed enough. But now, after such a long adventure, I can say for sure that I want what's best for the world, and especially for my home in the Vale. The thought that we could lose everything, all the people we've met, the places we've seen, the memories we've made, I won't let that happen. I'm ashamed of how I wanted the Vale to beg me to save them. I'd never do that again, not now that I've seen so much of the world. Now it's up to me to prove that I've changed. I'll do whatever it takes to save Longren. I won't let anyone or anything get in my way. But I can't do it alone. Please, help me.
And here I went through the trouble of composing you a song to boost your spirits. Guess I was wasting my time.
No one could refute your current resolve, Karina. All you need do is rally and resume your efforts to remove the rock.
Give the villagers a chance to see your hard work. It may take time, but they will come around eventually.
We can't let them all down. We'll be the winds of change that fix things for the Vale.
Thank you all so much. We've got this, Remco. Don't worry.
Really?
Come on, you little...
We may have overestimated our own strength.
Yeah.
No, we got this! Just a little more!
Where there's a will, there's a... Oh, who are we kidding?
Oh, hey.
But why are you all...
Karina, dear, you really need to work on your persuasion skills. I told you better than that.
She takes after you, after all.
Don't you start.
I'm sorry, Karina. I should have been more willing to listen to you. I know you just wanted to help the Vale. And I still yelled at you.
Oh, my back. If only I were a few years younger.
A few? Chief, you better not blow out your back.
Never mind me. Don't you have something you want to say to the people, Karina?
I'm really grateful to you all. Let's get this done!
Sorry for the delay. Had to deal with something. You've almost got it, everybody! Push!
That must have been a really unstable rock formation, because... Wow.
Look at this mess. I'll never get the stains out of my garb.
Well, I'll be. We actually managed to work together and move that boulder.
We did it, everyone! Well done. The Elemental of Wind granted us his divine assistance in our hour of need. With Sylphid's help, we prevailed. And, of course, we owe our thanks to Karina, the Soul Guard, and the rest of the alms for reminding us of what's really important.
Well, don't thank me just yet. We still need to subdue Besseroth and find Shiryu after all.
So, you are going to the Wind Sanctum after all? Even though that's where you got hurt before?
I'll be fine. I'm not the same person I was back then. Plus, I've got a bunch of dependable friends I can rely on this time. You'll help too, right, Ramco?
Could it be? Is that the legendary sacred beast Flammy?
Thanks to all your support and your combined efforts, Ramco's not afraid to take us into the sanctum anymore. Thanks again. Leave the Benevodon smashing and Shiryu saving to me. Come on, Val, Morley, Palomina, Joulet. There's no time to lose.
Karina's always been a feisty one. I've barely had the chance to wish her well on her adventures.
And yet, she was still able to bring the whole Vale together. She's gotten even stronger on her journey, it seems.
Wind here doesn't feel right. But no wind will feel right until we take care of that Benevodon.
Shiryu probably went this way too, right? You better hurry.
So is anyone ever going to explain who this Shiryu guy is or what?
Oh, right, you weren't around then. I'll explain as we go.
Wind Sanctum.
I know I've asked a million times, but I still haven't gotten a straight answer about Shiryu.
Oh, he's a keeper of tales from the Vale. Karina and Shiryu have a bit of a history.
That still doesn't explain much. Why do humans make everything so complicated?
Found you, little cactus.
Found you, little cactus. That was a close one. You found me. Where to next? Huh. Looks like you dropped something.
Brimming with power!
Oh, hey, it's the
Are these two twins? They look identical. Great show. They're gonna be a handful.
Doubt their attacks will be so similar. Stay focused. Synchronization is unparalleled.
I'm only just getting started. Use this. Come on. Use this. Lend me your power. Take this! It's immobilized! Nicely done! You're mine! Close to the elemental vessel! Gold saber! You're mine! Here, use this! Behold my power! No holding back! You will take this! Take this! Take this! Take this! Here, use this! You're mine! Here, use this! You're mine! This is You're mine! Go for it. I can still fight. Silky! Gold saber! Take this! You're mine! Use this! You're mine! You're mine! You're mine! We got it! You're mine! It's immobilized! Here! Take this! Whatever! Take him down! Lend me your power! I think we can use the vessel!
Can we avoid family feuds from here on out?
Yeah, those monster siblings were something else. Come on, let's get going.
Your fight's with me, you bully!
Remco's shown a lot of courage. Now, it's our turn.
All right, time to beat this monster and clear the air. We gotta save Longren.
How dare you knock Ramco out of the sky, you jerk! You're in for it now, Besseroth!
Do you think you can handle this?
Hey, it works this time.
Okay.
All right.
You're in for a hard landing, Benevodon.
Take this!
Oh. Hello, Annie Shark. That was fast.
Besseroth's defeat is a load off my mind.
It's about time you showed up, Sylphid.
I've been following you the whole time. Someone had to look out for this fella while you were occupied with the Benevodon.
Oh, hello.
Shiryu, you're okay!
Karina! I can't believe you came all this way to save me. Thank you.
Why did you even go into the Wind Sanctum in the first place? You know it's dangerous in here. What were you thinking?
I was looking for proof that it was the Benevodon behind all the wind, like I'd read in the ancient records. I am a historian, after all. All I needed was to confirm it with my own eyes.
So you knew there was a Benevodon in here? Why would you risk your life like that, Shiryu?
Some people were
Why, I'm
claiming the
doing
Alm of
fine.
Wind for the Gales, but I knew it wasn't your fault. I just needed to prove it to the rest of them.
Thank you for helping out with this, good sir. But shouldn't you have kept him away from the Benevodon and out of harm's way in the first place?
You aren't wrong, Julie. But everything was a mess once the Benevodon was released. It was hard enough to keep that boulder from doing more damage than just blocking the entrance.
Ah.
It used up all my strength, and I had to take a nap. I can't do everything, you know.
Then it sounds like things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't been here.
I don't know how to thank you, Sylphid. The Veil really owes you one.
Aw, I think nothing of it. After all, the one who brought the people together was Karina. I wanted you, Shiryu, to see how far she's come on this journey.
That's amazing. I always knew she'd be perfect for this job. I'm glad the Veil can see it now, too.
Shiryu?
Karina, Shiryu, you have much to discuss, but might this discourse be deferred until we return to Longren?
You have a lot of catching up to do. We will leave you to it.
Sylphid, I can regale you with stories from our trip. You'd never guess some of the wild things Karina's been up to.
That does sound like fun. Count me in. Now then, let's head back to the Veil, everyone.
Yep.
The wind's died down. That's a relief. Not that it'll stay that way for very long.
Ever
Ever since you left, the wind's been milder in these parts. It'd always make me think of you when the breeze blew past. It was nice. Comforting, even. Karina, I wanted to talk to you about that time with the fairy. You know, when I ran away.
You want to kill the mood already?
Honestly, I'm just glad I get to talk to you before you leave again. I hated that things were sour between us when you went on the pilgrimage. But at least we have this.
I mean, I was mad. But it's all right now.
No, it isn't. I should have been there to see you off when you left for Mount Gala. I let you down, even though I'd been hoping you'd be named the Alm for so long.
That's news to me. Wait, really? You wanted me to be the Alm that bad?
Of course. You worked so hard for it. I just couldn't see anyone but you being chosen. So I freaked out when I thought I was getting the job instead.
That's why you ran?
Yeah. I mean, you dreamed about seeing the world since we were little. Do you know how much I liked that you'd hang on to my every word when I told you the stories I'd been taught? But we both know the Vale is a secluded settlement with strict laws about traveling outside its borders. I knew that's why you wanted to be an Alm.
Yeah, but then I got hurt during my training.
You might have lost your wing, but you never lost your passion. I always loved that about you. I was so proud of your determination.
I know. You never laughed at me for wanting to be the Alm, unlike the others.
Thanks for coming back and giving me a chance to tell you what I always wanted to. And please allow me to see you off properly this time, Karina.
I guess, since you asked so nicely, I can let you do that. Thanks for always supporting my dreams. Which reminds me, I have a lot that haven't come true yet. Journeying across the world is the best, and there's still so much I haven't seen.
Really?
Places you told me about, places you never even knew existed. Just think of all the things I can learn and tell you later. Ramco and I, we're itching to roam. We'll search through every nook and cranny of this world of ours. That's my new dream.
Oh, you're going to do that because you're chasing after
It sounds like a
Benevadons.
beautiful one. I can't wait to hear more about the adventures of Karina, the explorer.
I guess it's time for us to go, Ramco. We still have some unfinished business to attend to before we can begin our expedition.
Safe travels, Karina!
I'll see you later, Shiryu. You can count on it.
So, Karina, who is Shiryu exactly?
He's someone who's always had my back. One of my best friends.
Finally, a straight answer. I was hoping you'd have one by now.
Yep, it's all settled. Thanks, Julie.
Okay, that's interesting. The hills are carved in the shape of waves. I'm just doing side quests right now. I have other things that I want to pick up. Okay.
Oh!
Hey, you there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but might you be the Soul Guard? Ah, I thought so. I knew so the moment I saw your face. You've got the look of a born fighter, kid. Listen, mind if I take a couple of minutes of your time? There's something I want to talk to you about. There's this horde of monsters up by Rhyme Falls, you see, and their numbers seem to be growing by the day. And they aren't some scrawny little wimps either. They're powerful critters, the likes of which I've never seen before. I dread to think of the heinous schemes a gang that size could be plotting. That's why I'm reaching out to you. Please, dispatch of the horde of monsters gathered at Rhyme Falls. But remember to keep your guard up. It could be dangerous. Have you heard the rumors about the knights in black armor? They're set to stalk the area around the ruins in Fellow Step. And if the way they chase off innocent passerby, great swords raised, is anything to go by, they seem to have claimed the place as their domain. A colleague of mine tasked me with investigating those ruins, but after hearing about those knights, I've been having second thoughts. But I must say, you folks look like you know your way around a fight. If you're feeling up for it, would you mind heading to Fellow Step and defeating those troublesome knights in black? Oh, and if you manage to discover who or what those knights really are, could you let me know as well? Knights errant and aberrant. Can I help you? Yes, I'm Chica. What is it? A letter? From Keshi? I can't accept this. I already know what this letter's going to say, but it doesn't matter if he won't come and tell me in person. If he can't say it out loud, then a letter's perfectly fine, but he has to be the one to deliver it. Look, I know Keshi. He's probably been pacing anxiously around his room every day, too nervous to come see me himself. That's why he asked you. But I want him to look me in the eyes as he says those 3 words. Make no mistake, it's not like I'm finding this easy. It's a big moment for the both of us. Sorry to have you come all this way, but I can't accept this from you. Could you take the letter back to him? Oh, and pass on a message for me when you do. Tell him to be brave, and that I'll wait as long as it takes.
Hey!
Look who's back! So, how'd it go? Did you deliver the letter to Chica? What did she say? What's that you got there? Isn't that my letter? Oh, so that's what she thinks. I have to admit, she has a point. This is easily one of the most important things I'll ever have to say in my entire life, but I asked someone else to do it for me. I guess it comes across like I don't take our relationship very seriously. That's completely unfair on her. I can't believe I had to be told by her before I even noticed. Why am I like this? Okay. Someday I'm going to go tell her exactly how I feel, face to face, and in my own words. Sorry for making you go to all this trouble. You must think I'm such a loser. I hope this serves as an apology. I really want you to know that I appreciate all the help you've given me.
Helping out people in need can be so rewarding.
The Rabbites are causing more trouble these days than ever before. No matter how many times we chase them off, they just keep coming back, and always to nibble our finest fabrics, no less. People are saying their leaders are the great Rabbites that live in Wind Sanctum. If someone were to get rid of them, perhaps the other Rabbites would change their behavior. Adeptus Rabbite. Yeah, something's definitely up with her. Why the long face, Karina? Oh, hey, Val. It's Ramco. She's been acting kind of strange lately. Haven't you noticed? Can't say I have. She looks the same as always to me. Guess I'm the only one who can tell. She gets like this sometimes, but it's nothing new. It's as though she wants to tell me something, but doesn't know how. Know what I mean? Either way, she always perks right up once I make her favorite meal. Come to think of it, what does Ramco like to eat? Wind steamed sheep broccoli, of course. She'll scarf a bowl of that stuff down in seconds. Can't say I've ever heard of it. That's because it's a Longren delicacy, silly. Alright, I'm heading to Mount Gala to pick some sheep broccoli for Ramco. Catch you later. Wait a sec, Karina. Let me tag along. And we can't exactly leave everyone else here. What is it, Ramco? Where are you taking us? Val, Karina, good day to you both. Did Remco come to call on you as well? You must have a reason for gathering all of us all here. You're such a worry, Remco. Sorry, everyone. I think I owe you all an explanation. Aha, so that's why you want to go to Mount Gala. I agree it would be too dangerous for you and Val alone. Please permit us to escort you on your excursion. We are always in Ramco's debt, and would dearly love to demonstrate our gratitude to her. I couldn't have said it better myself, and when it comes to foraging, the more the merrier. Thanks, everyone. I guess we should head over to Mount Gala and start gathering some sheep broccoli. Ramco's Roost.
Oh!
Are those pricklebeet tangters? Hand them over! The healthiest way to cook these babies is to steam them, even if it's not the most delicious. Meh, I'm sure I'll get used to it. Here, this is for you. You'll help me out again if I need it, right?
I'm one step closer to becoming a true soul guard.
Foraging sure is faster when we all chip in. Now all that's left is to cook them. I didn't know you could cook, Karina. Well, I can't exactly. The only person who knows how to steam the sheep broccoli just the way Remco likes it is here in Lohengrin. Okay, could you guys wait here a moment? I'll just go ask to get the sheep broccoli steamed. I'm back, and look what I brought. Sheep broccoli, wind steamed to perfection. Wind steamed sheep broccoli. That smells amazing! It's so fragrant when it's been cooked. So, who did you ask to do the cooking? My mom. You didn't fight with her again, did you? Jeez, give it a rest! It's not like we bicker the whole livelong day. Actually, you know what? Let's not talk about this anymore. Here, Remco, I brought you your favorite, wind-steamed sheep broccoli. What's wrong, Remco? You're not gonna eat your sheep broccoli? Huh? You wanna go eat it at the Wind Sanctum? Huh. Well, this is a first. Remco isn't the one to go there of her own accord. Hey Val, mind if we make a quick detour to the Wind Sanctum? Sure, but let's go tell everyone before we head off. Here we are, Remco. This is where you wanted to go, right? Felix pleased to be here. Is this your favorite spot, Remco? Looks like it. Did you want to show this place to us? Ever since we met, you've always been by my side. I thought I knew everything about you, but I guess not. Oh, it's not a bad thing. I'm actually excited that we still have things to learn about each other. By the way, I'm kinda curious what the wind steam stuff tastes like. And if I have a bite, Remco? I don't think she'd like that. Come on, Remco, seriously? One little bite won't hurt. Her reluctance to share the sheep broccoli must be a testament to its taste. I too suddenly wish to savor the steamed vegetable. Aha! But if it's But if it's Palomina... Ah, Remco, are you playing favorites now? Haha, someone's certainly enjoying herself. I feel so lucky that I got to watch Remco grow up all big and strong like this. And I'm happy that she made friends other than me, one she trusts to show off her favorite spot. She must have been dying to bring us all up here. Karina, come to think of it, we wouldn't be here even if we wouldn't even be here if you and Hina had never arrived in the Vale. How would things be different if you never became the Soul Guard? I'd never become the All of Wind, that's for sure. But by that logic, I should be thanking Hina too. Hina? How come? Back then, remember when you arrived in Lohengrin, I refused to perform the wind dying, remember? Then, when you stepped forward and to give it a try, and failed hilariously, I might add, it was Shiryu who told Hina to give it a whirl next. Yeah, I remember that. I wasn't expecting her to actually do it. Well, it was all part of Shiryu's plan to get me to perform the ceremony. Hina went along with it, I fell for it, and ended up doing the wind dying. I guess the rest is history. Are you kidding me? That was part of Shiryu's plan all along? You didn't figure? Why am I not surprised? Well, I can't exactly talk. It's not like I noticed what was going on either. Not until later, actually. Anyway. Phew, he got us good. That's Shiryu for you. What's up, Ramco? Are you giving this to me? I think it's a treasure she's been keeping hidden here. She wants you to have it. Aw, thanks, Ramco. Hey, come over and enjoy the breeze with us. Breeze, he says. Be right there. Val! I just wanted to say thanks for everything. But our adventure's not over yet, you know. We better be able to count on each other to the end. You know it, Karina.
That was a great new experience.
Beastly Force.
Oh, hello.
Oh, you're back. I take it you dealt with the Rabbites ringleaders. You're wondering how I know that? Well, the Rabbites suddenly upped and hopped off toward the Wind Sanctum. I figured you might have had a hand in it. I doubt they'll be back in the Vale anytime soon, but you never can be too sure about these things. Perhaps I'll leave some scraps of fabric out for them to nibble on, just in case they do return. Anyway, this is for you. Thanks for all your help.
I'm one step closer to becoming a true soul god.
Alright. So we've taken down half of the Benevodons now. And like I said, when we come back next time, I've got some I've got some more side quests to do, and then we'll be off to probably help out Morley next. At any rate, that's going to be all for today, so thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.